It's once again festival time at EPCOT. Flower and Garden is back, and that means the return of the colorful topiaries and gardens, a new exhibit over at CommuniCore Hall, and of course, plenty of food and drinks to try. Greetings, everyone. I'm Ashley, and I'm back at EPCOT for the start of Flower and Garden Festival. This festival runs through June 2nd, and it's actually celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. I have a whole list of food and drink items that I want to try, and there are two new food kiosks this year. There's the Yacht Grub and the Beach Grub, and those are references, nods to Yacht and Beach Club. Also, I'm excited to go check out the new exhibit over at CommuniCore Hall. This time around, it is themed to horticulture and how the Disney horticulture team puts together these beautiful topiaries and gardens that we see throughout the festival. And of course, I can't wait to go check out the butterfly garden and to see all the rest of the topiaries that are out this year. It's going to be a jam-packed day. I'm excited. Let's go check out Flower and Garden Festival. All right, first things first, you want to make sure you pick up one of these festival passports. This is a tip I always share whenever there's a festival going on. This is a super helpful little guide. It has all the menus for all the food kiosks. It also has a schedule for the Garden Rocks concert series and a bunch of other helpful information about the festival. You can usually pick this up right at the front of the park, but they also have them at some of the food kiosks and merchandise stands throughout the park. At the back of the passport, you'll also find the information for the Garden Graze. This is the food stroll for this festival, and it includes 10 items, but you only need to get 5, and once you've gotten stamps for 5 items, you can then go over to the Pineapple Promenade and get a special item. So right here at the entrance, they have a brand new topiary display. This one is inspired by Moana 2, and it features Maui, Pua, Heihei, and Moana. And this is probably one of the more elaborately themed topiary displays. Of course, Disney does a great job of including so many details in all the topiary displays, but the entrance displays typically have a lot of detail in them. And what's unique about this one is that they've added a lot of special effects to this. So Maui's hook lights up, and Moana's oar also lights up, as well as the tattoo on her arm. You can't really see it right now. I don't know if it's because, it's the middle of the day and the sun is out and it's hard to see it, but usually in the evenings or closer to nighttime is when you can really see those special lighting effects. It's actually a really great day for Flower and Garden. It's very spring-like weather today. The sun is out and shining, it's blue skies, but also there's a little bit of a chill in the air, and it's quite windy, so very, very spring-like. So I'm gonna make my first stop over here at CommuniCore Hall. This is where they have the new festival exhibit, so I'm gonna go inside and check that out. This is also where they have 2 of the food kiosks. One of them is the Farmer's Feast, and it is unique in that it features a rotating menu. So right now we have the early bloom menu right here, and this one runs through April 5th. So they also have the springtime menu, which runs April 6th through May 3rd. And here's some of the items there. And then the last menu that they'll offer is the summer solstice menu, and that one runs May 4th through the end of the festival, June 2nd. Okay, so the exhibit inside CommuniCore Hall is basically a behind-the-scenes peek at how the Disney horticulture team puts together the beautiful gardens and topiaries that are around the park for the festival. So they have different little displays that show you, again, some of the process that they use to put these gardens and topiaries together. And then right here in the center, they have this floating gardens display that features Spike the Bee as the centerpiece. Spike the Bee is one of the characters that's prominently featured throughout Flower and Garden Festival. And these flowers are really, really colorful. They've got pink and red and beautiful bright blue flowers over here. And I love that the barricade around the display also has these plants on them. So as part of the decorations, they've added these flower patterns to the floor. They also have a ton of banners in here that say Flower and Garden Festival and then mention the 30th anniversary of the festival. And they even added these like design patterns to the lights over in the ceiling. Another garden display here. So here they have these topiaries that are shaped like fruit. So I think this one's an apple here on the end. Not quite sure what the middle one is, maybe a grape or something, and then the last one over there is a strawberry. They also have this almanac display. It says EPCOT Festival 2025 Almanac, and it basically just kind of tells you the history of this event since it's been going on for 30 years. So each side tells you something about the festival. And this side over here has some unbelievable facts about the festival, including that there are nearly 100 topiaries on display. And then this last side over here has some information about the flower towers, which are used to help water a lot of these topiary displays that you'll see throughout the festival. So my first food stop is the Farmer's Feast, and of course this is the early bloom menu, and I decided to get the grilled asparagus with pancetta bacon, spring peas, frisee lettuce, truffle sherry vinaigrette, and soft poached egg. And then I also got the blueberry crumble cake with blueberry lemon zest, soft serve, and blueberry compote. So I really like asparagus. I love asparagus. So I was really excited to try this dish. There's also a very strong vinegar smell coming from this dish. You can really smell the vinaigrette. I don't know if I would necessarily get it again, but the asparagus is the best part. The rest of it is very salty. You can really taste the vinaigrette like throughout this. It might be too much vinaigrette. Poached egg was a nice touch, but you know, and the flavors I think mix pretty well, but I think the highlight of this dish is the asparagus. All right, this is really good. This hit the spot. It's not too sweet, and the blueberry lemon works so well, and it's nicely balanced too. It's not, I mean, there's mostly blueberry in here, but you can still taste the lemon. This crumble cake's really good. Nice amount of crumble on top. Definitely would get the blueberry crumble cake again. I really liked this one. So I also picked up one of these gift card wristlets. I highly recommend getting one if you plan to eat and drink your way around the festival. It makes it so easy to pay for everything. You just load it up with whatever amount of money you want. And it also comes with this really cool design. So this one features Orange Bird, which is the mascot of the festival. The Figment Topiary is also back this year, and it's located over here in the World Celebration Gardens. And Figment is surrounded by these really big, colorful flowers. And they also have signs here that mention the 30th anniversary. All right, so up next, I'm gonna head into the butterfly landings, also known as the butterfly garden. You can see all sorts of butterflies flying freely around here, and also learn a lot more about the butterflies. So they have a ton of different plants in here, mostly plants that attract butterflies. And they also have signs here to tell you what the plants are. They also have these signs here will tell you more facts about the butterflies and how they go from caterpillar into butterfly. it's a great little exhibit. You can walk through, see tons of butterflies. Some of them might even land on you. Don't chase them. If you want a butterfly to land on you, just stick out your hand and stand there really still and be very patient. But it's a really great exhibit. You can walk through, see tons of butterflies and learn about butterflies and learn more about the plants and everything. So highly recommend you check out the Butterfly Landing if you get a chance during the Flower and Garden Festival. So one of the new gardens they have at the festival this year is the Inside Out 2 Emotion Garden. And so they have these different planters, different colors, and they each represent a different emotion. So over here they have the yellow one, which represents joy. And then over here they have these blue planters with sadness. Then they have these green planters here, represent disgust. These red planters here represent anger. And these purple planters here represent fear. And then right in the center they have this giant orb. Behind it they also have some more planters for different emotions. Here represent anxiety. And then they also have these teal colored planters for envy. The pink ones here for embarrassment. And the dark blue is for ennui. So these are the newer emotions from the movie. The other ones were from the emotions that were also in the first movie. And that is the Inside Out 2 garden. The Phineas and Ferb topiary has returned and now it's complete. I came out here probably about a week before the festival began and was taking a look at some of the topiaries that are already out. And this one was out, but it wasn't finished. And now it's finished. And you can see Phineas there holding a flower in his hand. And then behind them are some giant flowered topiaries. Flower and Garden Festival is my second favorite festival behind Festival of the Arts, but I definitely think it's the most beautiful festival of all the EPCOT festivals. And this is one of the many reasons why. This flower display here is just absolutely gorgeous and it's so colorful, and you can see the different patterns there with the butterflies and the flowers. And of course here the floating gardens in the water. If you watch closely you can see them moving. So for my next food stop I went to Beach Grub, which is one of the new food kiosks this year. It's located right there in the walkway between World Showcase and the Imagination Pavilion. I got the seafood bake, which comes with shrimp, mussels, clams, andouille, sausage, red potatoes, corn on the cob, persilade butter, white wine broth, and grilled sourdough. And then I also got the s'mores bar, which is a fudge brownie, dark chocolate, toasted meringue, and smoked graham cracker. Seafood bait's really good. I would get this again. It's great portion size. The shrimp is good. Sausage has good flavor, a little bit of a kick to it, a little bit of spice. Sourdough bread was good. And you dip that sourdough bread into the white wine broth, which is excellent. Excellent. And everything was cooked really well. And it was actually warm. I'm very happy because I was hoping it wasn't going to be cold. But it was actually nice and warm. But this was a great portion size, and I liked all the flavors mixed together. I thought it was really good there. So I would definitely get the seafood bake again. The s'mores bar is also really good. I love chocolate, so if you're like me and you love chocolate, this is a great little snack item to get because it is very chocolatey. It has that toasted s'mores flavor. And the graham cracker is also really good. So I really liked this too. So both of these dishes, thumbs up from me. So over here between the new Beach Grub and Yacht Grub food kiosks, they've opened up a brand new playground over here called Play Along Bay. And there's also some seating over there as well, but it's mostly a play area. And this is the other new food kiosk, the Yacht Grub over here. Nothing really stands out to me right now. I'm kind of eyeing the trio of dips and chips, but I actually might save that for another visit because it seems like a lot to eat just for one person. So I'll save that for next time. Right across from the Yacht Grub, they have the Goofy topiary. It shows Goofy blowing some dandelions. There's also these other flowers here. This is one of my favorite topiaries. All right, so I actually stopped by the Pineapple Promenade to get my favorite drink at Flower and Garden Festival, and that is the frozen desert violet lemonade. It's so good. It's basically like this lemonade slushy, and it is not too sweet. It's, again, really refreshing, especially on a really warm day, but I love to get this. I get this every single time I come to the festival. Highly recommend you get this. It is so good. And if you've already had it before, then you know what I'm talking about because it is so good. I stopped by Northern Bloom over in the Canada Pavilion to pick up one of my festival favorites. This is the beef tenderloin tips. Comes with mushroom bordelaise sauce, whipped potatoes, and garden vegetables. And this is, again, one of my festival favorites. They have it every year. Not much to say about it other than I really enjoy it, and that's why I get it every single time. And it is definitely one that I recommend to people. So while I was over here in Canada, I wanted to stop by and see one of my favorite topiary displays. This one is of Canadian geese, and there's a topiary of the Canadian flag right behind them. So over here in the UK Pavilion, they have the topiary display for Pooh and Rabbit, Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore. And this is also one of my favorite topiary displays. Also in the UK Pavilion, they have the topiary display for Tinkerbell. And if you look closely, you can see the little fairy houses. There's also twinkling lights. Over here in Japan, they have the dragon topiary, and I actually like the spot that it's in this year. So I'm absolutely stuffed. I ate as much food as I possibly could today. I don't think I can eat anymore. So now I'm just making my way around the World Showcase to check out the different topiaries. So over here in the America Pavilion, they have the Tiana topiary. It has returned, and it's in the same spot it was last year. And this is definitely one of my favorite ones because Tiana is one of my favorite Disney princesses. So since I'm over here in the America Pavilion, I'm going to mention the Garden Rocks concert series. Concerts take place 3 times a night over here at the American Gardens Theater. There's a band warming up right now, but the full lineup is posted right outside the theater. You can also find it in the Festival Passport, as well as on the My Disney Experience app. Now I'm over here at the Italy Pavilion. I'm going to see another one of my favorite topiaries, and this one is of Lady and the Tramp. And I love this spot that they have it in. It's a great photo op spot as well. So during the festivals, one of my favorite things to do is to come over here at the train display in Germany, because for the festivals, they switch out the banners in the little town. So if you look closely, you can see that the banners are now for Flower and Garden. Previously, the banners were for Festival of the Arts. Over here in Germany, they also have the topiary display for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. There's also a new Snow White movie coming out. Are any of you going to go see it? Are you excited for the new movie? So I do plan to stop over at Creation Shop to get a look at some of the festival merchandise, but they have some here at the different merchandise stands around the World Showcase. And they have these 30th anniversary ears. also have this orange bird shirt. It says Think Orange. And it also says celebrating 30 years. They also have this lounge fly bag, and it's a different material. It's more of like a cloth material. They also have this orange bird lug bag, and this one can hold like a water bottle. And then over here in China, they have the panda topiaries. And this is definitely one of my favorite ones. I love these pandas. And I love that they're all in these different positions, these very playful positions. And this one's also a really great photo spot. Okay, made my way over to Norway Pavilion, and they have the topiaries for Anna and Elsa. And they're staples, they're here every year. But I think that Elsa's cape is new. Sometimes they change up how the topiaries look. And I want to say her cape is a new addition. And then tucked away in the back there is the troll topiary. Over in the Mexico Pavilion, they also have this tropical rainforest garden. It's a little walkthrough. It has a lot of different plants, and there's also a ton of orchids. And it's kind of tucked away back here, so a lot of people don't even venture back here to see it, but I definitely recommend that you do if you have the time. The Miguel and Dante topiaries are also back, and they're right over here next to the entrance to the Mexico Pavilion. And the Encanto topiary display is back with the family Madrigal. They also have this Mickey and Minnie and Friends topiary display. And it basically looks like they're having a picnic, and Mickey's flying a kite with Pluto's help here. And they also had Chip and Dale up in the front, and there's a picnic basket. So I've made my way over to Creation Shop, because I'm going to go inside and check out some of the festival merchandise. But right outside, they have these themed trash cans. So this one has Spike the Bee on it. And it says EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival 2025. And then celebrating 30 years. And this one features Orange Bird. And again, it says EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival 2025. And then Orange Bird is on the back here. It says locally grown sunshine oranges, and then celebrating 30 years. So inside Creation Shop, they have a bunch of the festival merchandise. A lot of it is themed to Orange Bird. They even have this Orange Bird mug here, and if you touch it, the texture feels kind of like an actual orange, like the orange peel. Orange Spirit jersey here, and it says celebrating 30 years. A lot of the merchandise mentions the 30th anniversary. And on the back it says EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival 2025. We have these Orange Bird ears here. They also have this green peeling happy hat with Orange Bird on it. This one's $29.99. They also have pass holder exclusive merchandise here, and this one's a hat with a topiary Mickey on the front. It says pass holder. This was $29.99. They also have this pass holder mug with a topiary Mickey on it. And then the pass holder shirt has topiary Mickey on the front. EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival 2025. And then this topiary Mickey on the back. Here's some more of the lounge flies that we saw outside in the World Showcase. And again, it has this cloth-like texture. More orange colored merchandise with Orange Bird on it. Lots of Orange Bird bags. This was a Dooney and Burke. We have this Orange Bird watering can here. And it also features Spike the Bee. We also have some flower and garden merchandise that's themed to Alice in Wonderland. So this one has The caterpillar on the back. Some more Alice in Wonderland merchandise. Flower and Garden shirt. With the caterpillar and Alice in Wonderland on the back. Alice on the back. They also have the Spike the Bee shoulder plush, and it's a magnet. So you take the magnet and put it underneath like your shirt or your bag, and then you put the plush on top of that so it can stay. And we have this yellow Spike the Bee buzzing around shirt. I actually like this one. It's yellow, and I like the sleeves. Okay, so that's it for me from Flower and Garden Festival. I had a really great time today. The weather was really nice. The food that I tried today was really good. I pretty much enjoyed everything that I tried, but there's plenty more that I didn't try, so I'm saving that for my next visit, and I will be back to do more of the festival. But it was really great just being in the park, looking at all the topiaries, and just taking in all the beautiful gardens. Again, this festival is just the prettiest festival, and it's one of my favorites. So let me know in the comments what food items that you're excited to try, or if you've already been to the festival, which items that you tried and that you enjoyed. I'm always looking for recommendations and suggestions. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and keep up with all the videos that I'm posting, including updates in and around the parks, and also videos like this where I take you around the different festivals. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.